Hola, hola, bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la esperanza vence, where hope wins. Today we're pulling in the energies of this Aquarius full moon coming up. I believe on like August 10th or so, August 10th or 11th. And the Aquarian themes are going to deal with individuality amidst a group, new ideas, anything that has to do with Uranus, since we're still doing that Uranus conjunct the North Node of Mars and Taurus energy. Sorry, my dog's making noises because actually it's my uncle's dog who's here, and I don't know why he's making so many noises, but he is. Trust me, he's fine. But this Aquarius full moon is going to bring to light ideas surrounding like something coming to culmination, highlighting. Full moons in general are a time of culmination or highlighting something. So any type of ideas or thoughts that you have, because Aquarius is an air sign, so it has to deal with like thoughts and ideas. And so if you have a new idea or thoughts of change, that you want to change something, either about yourself, your situation, your environment, it might be highlighted at this time. There might be some surprises. Again, we're still dealing with those Uranus themes. Full moons are pretty much times where people's emotions come to the fore, because the moon in general rules our emotions and the tides. And we're made up of mostly water, so it definitely affects us. There's a reason why they say that, werewolves howl at the full moon and that people are lunatics. So here we go, Aquarius full moon, August 2022, Aquarius full moon. Let's get into this energy here, whoever's tuning in. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing my videos, telling all your friends. I really appreciate it. This is a newer channel, so I could use all the help I could get. But I really appreciate you tuning into this energy with me. So anybody that's coming to this video now, these are the energies that we need to be aware of during this full moon in Aquarius. Tarot, tried and true. Talk to me, what do it do? Talk to me, what do I see? Tarot, talk to me. This is us. This is what's crossing us. This is in the near past. This is in the near future. This is in our conscious awareness. This is in our subconscious awareness. This is how we see ourselves or the situation. This is how others see us or the situation. Ooh, it's getting wild up in this tarot party. These are our hopes and fears, and this is the likely outcome. Aquarius full moon, let's go. Let's play. This is us. Four of Pentacles. This is what's crossing us. Seven of Pentacles. This is in the near past. Queen of Cups reverse. This is in the near future. Wheel of Fortune. This is in our conscious awareness. Ace of Pentacles. This is in our subconscious awareness. The Page of Wands reversed. Sorry, these cards are in French and their symbolism is a little bit different than, you might notice it's a little bit different than the regular Rider-Waite tarot. This is the Tarot de Maria Celia by Leonard G. Narciso. That is a version of the Marseille Tarot deck. So it's just a little bit different than the symbolism that we might be used to. It's kind of cool though. I really like it. so I've been using this deck in August. This is how we see ourselves or the situation. The Star card, my favorite card. This is how others see us or the situation. This Moon, Justice. These are our hopes and fears. Judgment reversed. And this is a likely outcome. Death. Wow. Total transformation. Oh my gosh, I kind of love this. There's a lot of majors here. And I got an ace, which I think is lucky. So let's talk about who we are right now. What's going on with the querent? That would be us asking about this full moon in Aquarius. Four of Pentacles is a card of like hanging on to your money, needing to save, needing to cling to material resources, maybe clinging a little bit too tight to material resources. Sometimes, just like that metaphor about the sand in your hand, you know, sometimes when you clench too tight, it just runs right out your fingers. But this could just represent a need to be resourceful, you know. This is not a card of somebody who's rich, but this is a card of somebody who saves. And what's crossing us is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a card of, I always read it as a card of waiting. It's a card where it's usually represented by somebody that has planted some seeds and they're waiting for them to grow. Again, Pentacles represent earth energy, any type of whatever brings us sustenance. So, you know, money, food, earthly things, even gardening comes up a lot in Pentacles cards. Anything that comes from the dirt and anything that feeds us. So Seven of Pentacles is a card that means that as an obstacle, it could mean that we have to wait a little bit too long for something to happen, or that we're challenged by this feeling of waiting. With all this like Uranus energy and Aquarius energy, we want change, we want it now. You know, the Mars was conjunct Uranus and Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, so when it comes to the earth, we want the change and we want it now. But our challenge is to be able to work through this patiently and to be able to wait for things to grow in their own time. That is kind of a challenge for a person like me sometimes. I don't know about you, but I want I want it now. I want it yesterday. In the near past is the Queen of Cups reversed. I usually read this as an actual person, so this could be a person who's probably in her like 30s, maybe early 40s. Let's talk about her upright first, and then we'll talk about it in the inverse so that you understand. Queen of Cups upright is someone who's very much in control of their emotions. They're a gentle spirit. They share of themselves easily. They're the caring kind of mama that'll hug you, and you know, sometimes it's like a Cancer ascendant or a Cancer. I think of like a Cancer astrology sign when I think of the Queen of Cups. This is a person who is very nurturing, very like motherly, very feminine in their ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it can be anybody that has that caring, maternal vibe about them. Queen of Cups reversed in the near past can be someone who just really wasn't in control of their own energy. This could be somebody that even could be a little bit emotionally manipulative. They might not mean to be, but they could be the type of person that could guilt trip you, or maybe you felt that guilt trip energy even coming from any source, you know, be it at work, be it at home. I can think in my life who this person is. Can you think in your life who this person could be? In my life, it's somebody I really adore is dating this person, and she is one of those tries to act sweet on the surface, but she's really emotionally manipulative, and she comes off as nice, but it's in a kind of a backhanded way, you know what I mean? So at least this energy is kind of in the near past, and that would be like a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe like 2 or 3 lunation cycles, I usually say. So this energy we're coming out of, and thank goodness for that. Hopefully the Queen of Cups decides to right herself, you know? In the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's a very lucky card when it's upright. The Wheel of Fortune spins around, and you can see that either you're on top or you're on the bottom, but it just keeps spinning round and round. But the Wheel of Fortune can represent good luck, like even winning, a little lottery ticket or something. Like today I won $2 on a lottery ticket on a scratch off. You can't win if you don't play, right? So you got to play the game of life. You're never going to win if you don't play in this game of life. So you got to just jump in and play. And in the near future, it looks like we're looking forward to some wins. It looks like sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can bring you a swift surprise. Again, the Uranus energy, this can mean a windfall, some money coming in that you weren't expecting, or some love coming in that you weren't really expecting, maybe a new friend, maybe a new job, maybe just a stroke of good luck. And who doesn't love that? I love good luck. I mean, you can have luck in abundance, but you want it to be good luck, right? So the Wheel of Fortune upright is always representing good luck. And since this is a major arcana card, it's coming in through stronger in the reading. You see we have the major arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. The Star is a major arcana card. And so is Death. Okay? And so is Judgment. So almost half of our reading is all major arcana cards, so it's pretty strong energy that's coming through and wanting to talk to us today. In our conscious awareness, it's Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a card of, basically, I see it as money being handed from the sky. Material resources being just handed to us. Aces are always lucky in a reading. I say that the Ace of Pentacles, especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming in the near future, I think that we can focus on our material resources coming through in a very lucky way in the near future. Our material resources are definitely, in our conscious awareness. So we're thinking about it. We're thinking about, aces also represent all the time new beginnings. Any type of new beginning. So we're thinking in our conscious minds about starting something new regarding our material resources, or coming up with a new avenue of income perhaps, or maybe monetizing something that we do anyway, but doing it in a new way. So luckily we got that little kiss of the ace because it's in our conscious awareness anyway. In our subconscious awareness, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands upright, let's talk about first so that we understand it in the inverse. The Page of Wands upright is a young person, probably in their teens to early 20s, or someone that carries that sort of teenager, early 20s type energy. They don't have to necessarily be that age, but they usually are. And this card usually comes through as a person in your life. So this could be a cousin, a son or daughter, a young person in your life, maybe somebody that you work with. A lot of us are working with youngsters right now since it's the summertime and they're off from school. So a lot of us have coworkers right now, or people working at our companies, or like I work at a farm and there's a lot of young people there working this summer. The Page of Wands upright is somebody who is very much so in touch with their own creativity. They're just sort of beginning to understand their own sexuality. In the reverse, we're going to have maybe a youngster who's even borderline pervy, to be honest. They don't know where to place their creativity, and they don't know how to place their sexual energy. They could be using it in a negative way. They could be manipulating by how cute they are. They're not quite... The Knight of Wands is more of a player. This person's too young to even understand what they're doing. But this is a young, kind of creative, kind of passionate person. If it comes through as an astrological sign, it's going to be a fire sign. So either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who maybe just needs to work on their passions a little bit to come through in a more positive way. This is in our subconscious awareness. So this could either be us, or this could be somebody around us who is just sort of in the back of our minds, affecting the things that we do, whether we realize it or not. This is how we see ourselves around this full moon in Aquarius. And this is so kind of cool because the star card represents Aquarius energy. You see how she's pouring the 2 jugs of water into the pond, and it's like this cycle of continuous water and renewal, you know. And she's just naked and just comfortable in herself, just walking around naked, just being herself. And there's that star shining over her head, which represents hope for the future. There's a bird in the background, like connecting the heavens to the earth. There's 7 stars in the sky, and the one big star that's like shining over her head, giving her the blessing, you know, as she gives renewal to the earth, and the earth renews her too. She's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. She's connecting, you know, the earthly energies with the heavenly energies. And the star card is just a card of wishes granted. Once again, you know, we have here the Ace of Pentacles, the star card, and the Wheel of Fortune together in a reading. I think we can expect good things here, y'all. I think that here with this star card, as we see ourselves as able to embody our own unique identity, able to embody our own Aquarian energy during this full moon in Aquarius. If you want to, go to astro.com and put in your birth information, and you can see which house Aquarius falls for you. For me, it's my 8th house, so that's a deep house of like deep transformation, which is actually ruled by Scorpio and the Death card for me. So the likely outcome, which we'll get to, is represented in my chart. But the Aquarian energy, just basically, it's your own unique way of being, and you're blessed by this. How others see us in the situation is justice. Justice is a card, it's represented, it's representing Libra themes of balance in the universe. The swords always represent air energy. This upright sword represents truth, cutting through the bullshit. Okay, so others see us in this situation during this full moon as someone who is fair, someone who is forthright, someone who cuts through the bullshit, someone who's balanced in their thinking and doing. And maybe it could mean that we're someone who either doles out the justice to someone else, or maybe we're receiving our own justice. Maybe we're receiving our comeuppance for karma that we created. This full moon has a lot to do with karma. We're going to have to deal with a lot of karma, being it from this life, past lives. I do feel that time is accelerating. I intuitively feel like things are just happening faster and faster. Kids are growing up faster and faster. We have to evolve faster and faster in order to deal with just like the barrage of energies that are coming at us, be it through, 5G technology, be it through our food, be it through the air we breathe, be it through external or extraterrestrial energies that are vibrating onto our earth, or energies within ourself, the bacteria that is inside our organs, or what have you. Just, we have a lot of energies that we need to kind of handle and balance. And during this full moon in Aquarius, we're seen by others, or our environment dictates that justice will be served. Our hopes and fears are judgment reversed. Judgment upright is a card of resurrection. It's a card to where, Archangel Michael, who defends love and honor, that's Gabriel. I'm sorry, that's Gabriel. That's the angel Gabriel who sounds the trumpet on Judgment Day. Sorry, I'm getting my biblical references a little bit mixed up here. But it's an archetype representing, the final hour, Judgment Day, who's going to be risen and who's going the other way. Our fear is that on Judgment Day, maybe after this, justice is served, okay? Maybe our fear is that we're judged harshly. Maybe our fear is that we're judged the wrong way. You know, when the Judgment card comes in reverse, I usually think about it as judgment in the sense of like people judging us for who we are, or maybe misjudging the situation. So our hopes and fears are sometimes the same thing. Sometimes we hope for things that we actually fear. Maybe we hope that judgment comes through in a little bit of a backwards way. Maybe we hope that the judgment is altered. I prefer this card in the upright, and I do fear being judged harshly and wrongly. I really do. Even when it's by somebody like, you know, this bitch. I still fear being judged harshly and wrongly, you know? Do you? But this is something that we can definitely keep our eyes peeled for if we feel like we're being judged, or if we feel like someone's judging us wrongly. That could be, but we do know ourselves. We do know that we can embody this Aquarian energy of our own individuality, and we don't have to worry about the haters. It's just a fear. It doesn't mean it's real. It just means it's something that you're worried about. And the likely outcome is the Death card. Personally, I love the Death card, and I really like the Death card in this deck. I mean, it's just like heads are flying, man. Death could mean actually, obviously, real death. You know, people coming in and out of existence, things coming in and out of existence. Endings, abrupt endings. Full moons are a time of culmination. Is there something coming to a culmination point in your life? Like, do you need to leave a situation? Do you need to cut off a relationship? Do you need to deeply transform within yourself? Do you need to let some things die off and just let it go? Like, death can be swift. You know, it's not always a slow. This is not a card of a slow death. This is not a card of someone, you know, laying on the deathbed, getting to say goodbye to everybody. No, this is the kings and queens getting their heads chopped off right here. Their legs are splayed everywhere. Like, this is it. Like, bam. So during this Aquarius full moon, there could be a need to let go of things really quickly and to transform as fast as you can. Death card represents Scorpio energy. Scorpio is very deep. It cuts deep. There's going to be a lot of Pluto themes coming through during this full moon. Actually, today, August 8th, Pluto is opposing Venus for the last time in our entire lives. So we could be dealing with some really deep shit, you know, some really deep, like, Plutonian themes that run current through us throughout our whole lifetime. And now's the time to knock it off, cut it out, let it go, let it die, let it be, you know, and transform ourselves so that we're ready for the stars in the sky. See those stars in the sky? Remember who we are, you know? When we let the things die that need to die, then we make room in the ground for growth, new growth to occur. Not to mention that, like, I work really closely with the ground. I'm literally in the dirt every single day, and I know for a fact that the dirt needs blood. And, you know, during this full moon in Aquarius, since it's a general reading, you know, we could be pulling in just energies of stuff that just might be happening in the world. This maybe isn't just like in our personal lives, but this could be energy that's happening in the world as well, you know, just on a mundane level. So that's what I have for this Aquarius full moon coming up here in a couple of days. I really appreciate you tuning in and sharing this reading with me and tuning into these energies. And I really hope that it resonates for you. And if it does, I'd love to hear about it. And if you have any suggestions of tarot readers that I should focus on, or things that I can do on my channel, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. Love you very much. Happy Aquarius full moon. Embrace the changes. Peace.